I just brewed my second batch of beer, and this is how I do it. Stick around till the end and find out how. Today we'll be doing a Pilsner. Today we're doing Black Rock Pilsner. So it's quite a solid, hefty can. According to it, it should be nice and clear. So the instructions for this is open up the lid. There we go. Take a yeast. And it's actually quite a different packet to the previous one. If you remember the other one, we had a bit of a sticky situation. Self-opening can. This always needs to be sanitized still, but I'm going to put this in some hot water to soften up for a few minutes. Then we're going to sanitize all my equipment. But before we continue, today's video is proudly sponsored by me. As you can see, got some merch going, guys. We got some merch. Want a hat, t-shirt, also have coffee mug and a mouse pad. If you're interested, check out the link below. Leave me a comment. Inbox me on Facebook, tell me you're interested, and we'll work out a price, shipping, depending where in the world you are. But first, let's just put this can in the hot water, and let's wait for this to soften up. Once it's softened up nicely, we're going to sanitize it. While this is softening up, I'm sanitizing all my equipment. Sanitizer today, we'll be putting it on a scale. As you can see, you still got my trusty sanitizer. I'm going to work it out on a scale, put it in a jug, and we're going to sort it out. If you want to know all about sanitizing, check out my previous video. I'll put a card up on top for you to watch. It's going to be, last time I was 25 grams per 5 liters. Today we're going to do 50 grams. There we go. Today we've got 50 grams of sanitizer. Going to put it into a bucket of water, sanitize all the equipment and the work area. Okay, so we've sanitized all our equipment, sanitized the working area, I've sanitized this cap, I've got my hot water. It's going to be 3 liters of hot water. So on 3 liters of hot water, we're going to just hope this is hot enough. Let's open this sucker quickly. Just do it on this side. There we go, guys. This malt looks a bit better than the last one. Remember the last one was really dark. Really dark. Let's pour this malt in. Nice and gooey. I'm going to put some hot water just to help it along the way. There we go. Nice. So on the last turn around, we made a couple of mistakes. We really made a couple of mistakes. Firstly, I used really hot, piping hot, boiling water for the malt, and I think I burned the malt there. Second mistake I made, I never checked the pH level. This time around, we're going to rectify those mistakes. Get the pH on a proper level. Let's see. Yeah, gas is about clean. Yeah, gas is about clean. So we can give a little bit more. It's still quite hot. And then we want to get all of this malty goodness out. Not leave anything. The guys can have their share later. To make sure we actually get all the sugar dissolved and all the malt dissolved, we need to add our dextrose now, which is really a good time. We just quickly stir this up a little bit so that the dextrose don't need too much stirring. Get all this malt going. Let's check out this malt. It looks to be good. So I've got 1 kilogram of dextrose. This is going to be our yeast nutrients. Oh, it's already starting to smell quite nice here. So this time around I made sure I used hot water, not boiling hot water. I did boil the water beforehand just to make sure it gets nice and hot. But now that we don't get any more sugar being scraped in the bottom, no more sugars on the bottom, so which means it's good. Now we're going to switch over and we're going to top it up with cold water, and we're going to add our yeast. We'll just get a pack of yeast out. So here's our yeast. There we go. Premium brewing yeast, 5 grams. I didn't sanitize it as yet, but let's sanitize it quickly. It is paper, so I'm a bit optimistic of squirting it of sanitizer, but I think I'm just gonna hit sanitizer on this cloth. Top it up with the sanitizer. That should be good. But I'll just make sure we're gonna hit it again now. So let's top it up with cold water. Okay guys, so we're gonna try this angle out. As you can see, we've got this all good to go. So let's use our cold water. It's filtered water, it's purified water. It's supposed to have a pH of about 6, but we're going to test now to see if the pH is going to be 5.2 or 5.6. So we are shooting for a pH of 5.2 to 5.6. So already much fuller than the last time around. And much lighter. It's already looking like it's going to be a proper beer. This is already looking a lot better than the last time. The last time we were shooting this, it actually had a temperature of almost 40 degrees Celsius. Now we're about 20-22 degrees Celsius, which is actually perfect, which is we can pitch the yeast. So as soon as we pitch the yeast, we are done. But first let's take a pH reading. So I've actually never used this pH thermometer over here. Let's see, it's already calibrated. Sanitizer. Remember guys, anything that touches our brew must be sanitized. So before we do anything, I think we just try something else. Let's try and test it on a little bit. Sanitize this little jug. We haven't sanitized it as yet. As you can see guys, it's already looking like beer. Okay, it's holding at 5.14. So it seems to be on the money. Let's first also take a gravity reading and see what our OG will be, our original gravity. I'm using the exact same as used for the test. I'm going to overfill this sucker. Line. But it currently shows me it's going to give us about an alcohol volume of 5%. So let's hope we're going to have a 5% beer. Let's just rinse this sucker again. Okay, our beer has calmed down now. Well, there's still some headroom, so I guess we can still add some more water to our product here. Let me pitch the heat quickly. You know what? Let's double check the temperature. I actually got a little temperature thing from Timo. Let's make sure it's on degrees Celsius. It's going up to 19.9, 20 degrees. It's a bit cooler than I would have liked it to be. It's 20.2 degrees Celsius. There you go, 20.2 degrees Celsius. And it's colder than I would have liked it to be. But at least it's not going to be like the last time. So let's pitch the yeast. So even this, he's got a nice smell to it. Yo. Guys, I think this black rock might be the rock. So we're going to open this and we're going to whack our packet. Make sure we get everything out. Still a little bit coming out, so let's rip it out. And we're going to whack our packet, guys. We've got to whack our packet. There we go. We've pitched the yeast, we've added our malt extract, everything is done. Now we're just going to leave it up for fermentation. So I'll see you guys when we got fermentation. We're going to sanitize the bottles. Well, this is what's left. So how do I sanitize, guys? That's easy. I've got my sanitizing liquid here. I've got my empty bottle. I just fill them up. And let them sit for a minute or three. And I slosh them around. Make sure that everything is good to go. As I've already scrubbed these bottles several times, so they're pretty freaking clean. We just need to sanitize to make sure that our last brew is out and whatever has gone inside is no more. So sanitizing is key, guys. Sanitizing is #1 priority when it comes to beer brewing. If your brew ain't sanitized, your brew ain't right. So we're filling all these bottles up to the rim. Like I said, let them just stand for a minute or three. By the time I'm done with the last one, maybe we're going to go back to the first one and make sure that everything is nice and sanitary. This is our first bottle. So you see it's full to the rim. This is what I do. I just put a little bit out, a little bit more like this. Give them a good wash around. Make sure that the sanitizing solution hits everywhere, guys. If there's a bit foamy at the end, don't stress about that little bit of foam. It's harmless to you. Let's check out the beer nader, guys. There we go, a beer nader. Now, we're gonna finish this, then we're gonna rack our beer. Washed our bottles, we've sanitized them. Now, we're gonna rack our beer, but before we rack, let's check out what the beer looks like. Airlock. There we go, can remove the airlock. Its job is done now. Our lid. Ooh, you want to see? You want to see? Come, take a look. There you go, guys. Perfect. Much better than the last time. Okay, so let me show you the hydrometer reading quickly. It's leveled out and it says 10. There's a grey line that says you've got a yellow line that says beer number 40. It says beer. So when it started fermenting, it was on that yellow line on the 40 it said beer. And that's on the grey one on top it says 10. So I guess that's it. So the gravity, yeah, I'm not exactly sure I'd read it, but I think it's going to give us about a 5% beer. So that should give us about a 5% beer. Just so you can see what the hydrometer reading looks like. There you go, guys. There's the hydrometer reading. See, there's the 10. So it's floating perfectly there. And it says fermentation and beer, and it says fermentation finish or done, something like to that effect. So it says fermentation is done. As you can see, there's our bottle caps, our bottle, everything has been sanitized. So everything has been sanitized. Now we're going to rack the beer. Like I said, everything's been cleaned, sanitized, everything's sorted. I've got my strategy scale here. Just put it on again. Just gonna zero this. There we go. Last time around we used carbonation drops. Didn't work too well for me, did it? Some of our beers were undercarbonated. Most of them were just completely overcarbonated. The longer we're standing still, the more it just got carbonated. Like when you open it up, it just gushes out. So this time around, we're going to use dextrose. Go a different route. It's going to be about, they say 6 to 10 grams per 750 ml. But I'm going to go for 6. I don't want to be overcarbonated. I don't want to be undercarbonated. Since it's going to stand in a couple of weeks to a month or 4 months, we don't want to overcarbonate this. So, yeah, dextrose. Well, this was a 6 on the dot. So let's go for 6. Let's go for 6 grams per 750 ml. Yeah. There we go. So I'm gonna put some brewing sugar in all of this. some dextrose, or brewing sugar, dextrose, corn sugar, same thing. I might change between the names, same thing. So that's not all the bottles I have. I've got more bottles, but we're going to see how far we get. There is 18 liters of beer already prepped over here, of our bottles. It's been prepped. That's 18 liters worth. To get the beer out of the way. It's been sanitized. As you can see, it's still a bit wet. So we're going to bottle the one, and we're going to cap it. So this here is 18 liters. So we're going to see how much beer we'll have left at the end of the day, but I just close up all the things flying around here. Hooking up our tube of our bottling wand. Alrighty. First bottle of batch 2. And I'll first test doing it with priming sugar on the, or should I say the dextrose sugar for priming, and not the priming sugar tablets. Looking a lot more clearer than the last one. And this time around we're going to fill up a little bit more. Done and dusted, guys. So let's move on to the capping of it. So now we're going to cap our first bottle. Everything has been sanitized. This has been sanitized. Lids. Put it inside the caps. There we go. Our caps have been sanitized. Cap has been sanitized. Table, everything has been sanitized. Let's try and do it this way, so all can see. Done. Number one is done. So just to make sure that the dextrose mixed properly. It's giving 1 or 2 tilts, also making sure that it's sealed properly. Plus, don't forget, smash the subscribe button if you're new, or if you haven't done so already. Hit that like button, share the content. It will really help me out. It's going to help YouTube push my content out to more people just like you. And next time I see you, we're going to taste test this beer at the end. Aha, aha, you thought it was the end. It's not the end. The end is still coming, guys. The end is still coming. So don't forget, pick up some merch from my online shop. Check out the link in the description below. Hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, beanies. Gonna bring water bottles, the whole 9 yards. Gonna have everything, guys. Hoodies, the whole 9 yards. So stick around for the end. We forgot to taste test this sucker. Let's take out our hydrometer. This is about 100 milliliters. 100 milliliters that's in here. Let's try it. It's going to be awesome. This is what we are left with when we were done racking the beer. The sediment that's left over on the bottom. And this is what we got. So it's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 times 750 mils. So 750 mils times 28 bottles. Today is finally taste testing time for our homebrew beer. Oh, here it is, guys. So let's see if we can hear that nice sound so we know it's carbonated. So let's stand close to the mic. Well, on opening it, you see it's making a head, already making a head there. Steam's coming out, or it's building a little bit of carbon dioxide, it's building a bit. Let's pour it in the glass and check it out. Yeah, beautiful. Guys, extremely beautiful. Nice head retention, good color. Let's get a whiff of this on the nose. You know what? Smells exactly like a store-bought beer. I'm sure if I put this next to store-bought beer, you won't even know the difference. Well, let's taste this sucker. Skål! Wow. It's got a bit of kick to it, it's quite strong. Sure, put this next to store-bought beer, blindfold somebody, won't even know the difference. As you can see, it's full thumb on the glass, leaving the proteins behind. Really guys, this one, this Pilsner from Black Rock, I would say definitely for homebrew beer, my second time around, I would say this one, definitely 10 out of 10 guys. Don't forget, smash the subscribe button if you're new or if you haven't done so already. Check out my online store, link in the description below. Buy some merch, get some Tender Zombie Gaming merch, help out this channel. And guys, until the next one, skål!